Greetings. Our Frederick Riddle here with another episode of Christian News and Views. This is episode 186, and this is Monday. On July 6th of this year, the Jewish News Syndicate, or otherwise known as JNS, came out with a very interesting article, and I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to try to cover it in as short a time as I can. I don't want this to take too long, but I think it's interesting, and I think it's something that might give you something to chew on, to think about. So let's go. Something unbelievable just happened. Something that should be rocking headlines across the Jewish world, Washington, and Brussels. Five of the most prominent Arab sheiks in Hebron, yes, Hebron, the heart of biblical Judea, just declared that they want to join the Abraham Accords, recognize Israel as a Jewish state, and break away from the Palestinian Authority. Not as part of some negotiated peace process, not as part of a two-state solution, but as a rejection of the entire Palestinian nationalist cause. The Wall Street Journal just published a stunning piece. It reports on letters signed by five influential Hebron sheiks, led by Sheikh Wadi al-Jabari, also known as Abu Sanad, who wish to join the Abraham Accords, sever ties with the corrupt Palestinian Authority, and establish a self-governing emirate in partnership with Israel. In return, they pledge peace and full recognition of Israel as a Jewish state. They want cooperation, coexistence, and jobs. This is beyond an offer of peace. It is a political and ideological earthquake. For decades, we've been told that there is a Palestinian people with national rights and historic claims to the land. We've been told their dream is to establish an independent state, that Palestine is their destiny, that justice demands its creation. Yet now, Arab Muslim tribal leaders from Hebron, the largest Palestinian city in Judea and Samaria, are openly admitting the truth. They don't want a Palestinian state. They want peace with Israel. They want to end the PA's tyranny and corruption, its culture of death, its economic disaster, and its obsession with terror. They want to live and work and be part of the Israeli success story. Make no mistake, these sheiks are not moderates groomed in Western think tanks. These are traditional clan leaders rooted in the Arab Muslim cultural fabric of Judea for centuries. And they see the Palestinian Authority for what it is, a corrupt mafia propped up by Western diplomats who would rather appease dictators than confront reality. And that reality is there is no Palestinian nation. What Sheikh al Jabari and his colleagues are saying is that the PA is the problem, not Israel. They want coexistence. They want to build with Israel. This is a gift wrapped in tribal pragmatism. We should take and use it, but not trust it blindly. The sheiks are clearly acting out of tribal survival, not ideological enlightenment. Yet history has taught us that the moment our Arab neighbors smell weakness, they'll turn on us, like their grandfathers did when decades of peaceful coexistence ended with the 1929 Hebron massacre. Israel should pursue this opportunity with its eyes wide open. Israel must remain strong militarily, diplomatically, and psychologically, and not rely on personal relationships, signed letters, or tribal loyalty. It means rejecting fantasies that crop up every few years about a new Middle East. It means remembering that the 1929 Hebron massacre wasn't a distant fluke, but a warning etched in Jewish blood, waiting to return on October 7th, 2023, or any moment of weakness. Because, as Dr. Mordecai Kedar has said, if we want short-term peace, Israel needs to be invincible in the short term. If we want long-term peace, Israel needs to be invincible in the long term. We will have peace only when they believe we are invincible, not just today, but forever. And here's my opinion. I think this is very interesting and promising turn of events. Such a coexistence could lead to relative peace, which I have talked about previously. A relative peace that is found in the Bible under the phrase an unwalled city. When that occurs, then the end is surely near. So, without getting into the biblical aspects too many more than that, but I believe that in the Bible, which, when it talks about an invasion from the north, which we believe is going to be Russia, will come against a nation of unwalled cities, a nation at peace, a nation that doesn't think it's taken for granted now, it's peace. And when that happens, history teaches tragedy occurs. And in this case, I believe it will be very close to the end. You're into the end times, you're into the book of Revelation when that takes place. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been a very interesting article that I didn't give you everything. I had to cut some stuff out, but you got the gist. And so look at it, think about it, chew on it, and try to figure out, what does this mean currently and in the future? Well, you have a great day. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do subscribe. When you do, I try to do three things: try to inform you, encourage you, and inspire you. Have I been successful? That's up to you. But I encourage you to do that. Feel free to comment, keep it civil, and we will maybe have a great conversation and learn together. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.